Hey guys, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you enjoy your first time here. Today I am kind of going for a 70s vibe. So something that I've been seeing lately is a lot of like red carpet events or like different celebrities just going out in the day. They're kind of pulling from very like 70s type trends. So I'm seeing a lot of, you know, the twiggy style lashes, and like if you saw Selena Gomez out with The Weeknd and her like gorgeous like pink number when she went to that awards show, she was wearing definitely like 70s inspired hair and makeup, and I really love playing around with like different decades and stuff like that, and 70s is something that I feel like I don't work with very often, so that was something really fun for me and kind of inspired me to do this little get ready with me type video today. So in this video I am kind of showing you how to do makeup and kind of also chit-chatting and kind of updating about stuff that's been going on recently, the new setup, everything like that. So I'm kind of going into that just a little bit, but if you want to see how to recreate this 70s inspired look, then please keep watching. Alright, so I've already done this eye, at least just the eyeshadow, just because I kind of wanted to get a feel for what colors I wanted to use, what I wanted it to look like, everything like that. So we will go ahead and get on into this eye and I'll show you what I did. Also bear with me as I'm kind of adjusting to the lighting, because I have this new window by me that's kind of interesting. It creates like a it's obviously natural light, so that's like a great color, but then my vanity is very yellow, so it's kind of like a back and forth trying to fight with the two lights. So bear with me while I try to adjust to that, but I think this is pretty good. This is fairly true to what I feel like my skin actually looks like, so we'll roll with it. So today I am using the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette from Morphe. This is super old. It's not her like new one that she just came out with. This is the original Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and obviously these don't have shade names on them, so I will just make sure that whatever I use, it'll like show it down below me, because honestly I don't know the names of any of them. But anyway, we're going to go in with this shade right here. This is a really great transitional brown shade, and I'm going to take this on my MAC 217, and I'm just going to kind of dust it in a very circular motion through my crease and kind of sweeping it upward and outward as well, but really making it very round. If you look at people like Twiggy and things like that, like there was a very round shape, and she actually did like, you know, the one dark line, and I'm not gonna quite go that far. You can see I do have like a little bit of a crease that's brought sort of in that shape, but it's not quite as dramatic. But that's what we're really going for, is that very like rounded kind of look, and then it kind of is offset by the really fun eyeliner that we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep that through. Alright, so for those of you who don't know about the new setup and everything, I actually moved in, God, it was the end of July, so it was like literally my family came, we had my birthday, we moved, so it was just like all the stuff happening at once. But so now I am in a new place, and it's really nice. I absolutely love it here. It's so much quieter than it was before, because for those of you who don't know me very much, I'm not super big on like partying or like loud noises and lots of people, and like I'm just college, like my last apartment was very college-y, and I'm not very college-y, so it wasn't a great fit as time went on. I'm super glad that was my first apartment, because like it was so pretty and I loved the color scheme and everything, but I'm very glad to have moved on to bigger and better things now. So that's why I'm kind of trying to get used to this new setup, just because the light kind of fights with each other, because this is a very like blue natural light, and then my vanity is so yellow. Alright, so once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take these two shades right here, and I'm gonna take that on my Sigma E44 Firm Blender brush, and this is what's gonna create that really dark 70s twiggy style crease. So just going to make it very round and very tight in the crease, but you actually want it to be like slightly upward from the crease, because you know she had those really deep set eyes, so her crease was a little bit different than like how mine is shaped. So I'm gonna kind of bring mine a little higher than my natural crease, but I'm gonna go in there like that. Perfect. So yeah, I've been adjusting to the stuff in the new move, but it's great here. They have a dog park. This is a 1,000 square foot apartment, which I love because there's so much space. So like in here, we have kind of like a vanity room slash like study room. It's just like completely open. I love it. Also, we have carpeting in this room, and then in the master bedroom, which I kind of wonder how people share this apartment, if like they're just like roommates or whatever. Like there's a lot of like couples and families here and stuff, but I wonder how like you would share it with a roommate, because this room is like so much smaller than the other room. But yeah, so this is really nice. I love the space. Like I said, there's a dog park in the like back section of the complex, and it's just super nice. Louise loves it here. I think we've like established a nice little routine and everything like that. So for those of you who didn't know, that's what I've been up to, and that was part of why videos were kind of sparse through that time. All right, so I'm just gonna go back in with my MAC 217, and I'm gonna fluff all that out. Also, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a baby underneath me, so sometimes he cries. So I apologize for that if you can hear it, but if you can't, it's super cute and sad. All right, no joke. Like, I was not kidding when I said this is basically like the simplest eye look ever. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm gonna take this shade right here called Creme Brulee. I could not remember that. It's been a hot minute since I used this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm gonna spritz it. After I've put it on my brush, I'm gonna spritz it with a little bit of Fix Plus. And that's gonna be the first lid shade. So yeah, other than just adjusting to that, I've been wedding planning, obviously. So for those of you who didn't know, Jared and I got engaged in June. So it's just been like a big process of trying to get as much stuff planned before like Christmas break or before like next semester starts, because I'm in my senior year. So I just started my senior year in August, and I have a fairly light course load this semester, so I'm trying to get like as much of the wedding planning done this semester as I can, because next semester, you know, I'll be worrying about graduation, and I'm taking my like final fashion classes where it's like entrepreneurship, where I have to like come up with a business plan and everything, and I have fashion show production, so I'll be working on the spring show for my university. So there's just a lot of stuff with that going on, so I'm trying to get like as much done right now as I can. And also what I just put on my eye on top of that is this top left corner shade from the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette from Morphe. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of wedding planning, going through magazines, going up to Kansas City to meet with different vendors and stuff like that. So we have our photographer booked, we have our florist, and we're about to book our caterer, just kind of getting the last couple of numbers from people to kind of decide. So yeah, it's been really fun. I feel like I could have anticipated the amount of stress. Like, I understand, I knew it was going to be this stressful, but like everything is just, wedding planning by itself wouldn't be as stressful for me, but the fact that like I'm in the middle of my senior year of college and I'm also working a good number of hours, so it's just like all of that on top of each other. Also, another update, so I'm the president of my student organization this year. We're called the Association of Fashion and Design, so shameless plug, go follow us at MostAFad. But yeah, so I've been doing stuff for that. We've had meetings pretty much every week, so like I am like, my schedule is planned down to the minute, so you know, that's been interesting to work with, but it's been really fun. All right, so once you've got this really nice rounded shape, I'm pretty much gonna stop here for now on the eyes. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of micellar water on a Q-tip. Normally I would take this on a cotton pad, but I completely ran out of cotton pads. I'm just gonna take this and kind of clean up underneath, make sure there's no like stray gold shadow and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna go on into the face. So this is the little part of my current routine. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in the brightener shade, so it's a nice pink. My dog messed this up and she like tried to eat it, so it's been interesting to try to get this to work, because she like ate the little fluff ball that's supposed to go on top to like put it on with, so I've been having to like squeeze it out by hand and then like put it on with my fingers, but that's fine by me. I'm just gonna place this under my eyes with my fingers. This is a great shade to go on before everything else, just because it brightens everything up, it gets rid of any under eye circles, and don't forget to always use your ring fingers under your eyes, because that is your gentlest finger, and this is your most delicate skin also. So all right, so once that is done, I'm gonna go on into my face. So I'm starting with the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream, and this is the shade medium, for those of you who are wondering. I'm gonna take one full pump of that in my little foundation mixing soap dish thing. And then I'm taking my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, and I actually just shake it up in the bottle, and then what I do is I take the lid, because it's very liquidy, so I kind of just take whatever's pooled in the lid, and I take a Q-tip and I kind of wipe all that up, and then I'm mixing that in with the CC cream that I had earlier. And I'm just blending this out with my Sigma Flat Kabuki, so this is the F80, very classic foundation brush. But anyway, I love how matte the foundation is though, but it's kind of, it can be too drying for me sometimes, so mixing it with the CC cream just makes a better smell, a better finish on my skin. It doesn't dry me out, but it keeps me matte all day, so it's It's a really great combination having those two. I feel like I'm kind of a serial foundation mixer. Like I always mix foundations that I like because I want to get a really custom finish. So this one's been really nice for me so far, and it stays in place really well. So anyway, what else is new that I can share with you guys while I'm doing this? I forget where I was going with the whole wedding point, but yeah, it's been really fun to plan it. It's just me and my mom who are planning this. So it's really fun to kind of get to spend all that time with her and do the stuff that we've really been talking about since I was like a little kid, because I've always been into weddings. It's been really fun to kind of go through that process with her. Nothing else particularly exciting has been happening, honestly. It's just been me like kind of trying to stay afloat. So it's been really interesting, and I'm really hoping that like I can get a lot done this semester, like I said, so I don't have to like completely drown next semester, because I'll have more credit hours and like kind of more serious classes next semester. So I'm really hoping that everything that I do now is gonna make a big difference in like how much time I have to spend on wedding stuff next semester. But yeah, next semester I will graduate on May 18th and then get married on May 27th. So that will be a fun, fun sort of thing to do. I was really set on May because Jared's and my anniversary is May 1st. And so I really wanted it to be like around then, but I was like, if I do it before graduation, first of all, a lot of my friends won't be able to come because a lot of my friends are obviously like our age, so it's people who are like still in college and like won't be out of school by then, and we're doing it kind of out of town, so it's a lot to travel for. So I was just like, I feel like having it later in the month but still in May is gonna be nice. Alright, so normally what I would have done next is go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Light, I believe. So that's a nice like skin tone one that I use to kind of cover up the pink one, but I can't find that right now. I have no idea where I've thrown it. I've tossed it somewhere. Wait, false, I know where it is. Alright, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Light, and I'm just gonna take this and do the classic kind of highlighting and correcting concealer here. So I'm going to take it underneath my eyes like that. I'm going to put that little petal in the center of my forehead, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and a nice little crisscross on my chin. Alright, and then I'm going to take this Eco Tools CC Cream brush, and it has been very well loved, so please don't look at how dirty it is. I really need to like deep clean my brushes, but just have not had a moment recently. I feel like this video is really spastic and kind of all over the place, but I like just kind of getting to sit down with you guys and just kind of chit chat, because I feel like a lot has happened since the last time I've made a video. So, oh, currently reading Girl Boss, which I've wanted to read forever. Like literally Jared and I would go to the bookstore and I would like look at the book and then like put it back because I didn't want to spend that much money on it. So he got it for me for my birthday, and oh my gosh, it's one of the greatest books I've read so far. I love all of the business advice and like I just feel like general life advice for like being successful. So actually, something fun that I'm going to be doing here soon is I'm filming a video that's basically like 10 habits of a girl boss, and like kind of the way that I'm surviving my senior year, because it's been so crazy. So once I have that video made and like uploaded and everything, I will put it up here in the little like cards section and it'll pop up for you. But I'm really excited for that one. I feel like that's a very different video for something that I would usually do on my channel, but I really like the idea of kind of sharing some of the secrets and kind of like really like giving you guys the tools and like tips and stuff that I've taken from like, I've taken it from other YouTubers and I take it from books that I've read and like just things that have really worked for me. So I'm hoping that that'll be something that's really helpful to you guys as well and kind of inspires like a really productive and awesome year with like a lot of creativity and stuff. So I'm really excited to film that one, so keep an eye out for that. I feel like I'm gonna kind of just skip over the rest of my face because the foundation was really the interesting part of that. But there's not really anything super crazy that I'm doing next, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip over the rest of my face makeup and then come back when I'm finishing the eyes, because that's really what matters. So be right back. Alrighty, so I finished up my face makeup for now, and what I'm going to do then is go on in and finish up like my under eyes and my liner and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start by taking my, Louise has a Tupperware and I can hear her playing with it out there. I'm gonna take my Sigma E20 short shader brush, and I'm going to take that in the shades that I used. I'm gonna start with that light shade that I used first in my transition area. I'm gonna really just kind of let that be kind of blown out along the bottom. Now next, what I'm going to do is take the two darker shades and keep those like really tight along the bottom there. All right. That looks good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop everything apparently. All right, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to create a cat eye. And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to move you up a little closer. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw a line upwards like that. And then I'm going to go onto the other side and draw the same one. And that nice upward flick is really characteristic of the time period we're going for here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill these in. Basically, I'm gonna just take this and drag it across and create the rest of the line. I'm gonna go do that because I'm very bad at doing my eyeliner on camera, and I'll be right back. All right, so now that that is finished, I'm just gonna go in and I'm going to take my Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone, and this is actually the same highlighter that I used on the rest of my face. I'm gonna take this in a little bitty brush and really dig it into like the brow bone area and then kind of blend it out. So really dig most of that metallic shininess into right here, right in the arch, and then just kind of sweep the rest of it out. This is gonna make that part really, really defined. It's gonna really show off that highlight, and then it's gonna soften it out along the edge. So the finishing touch will be the lashes, and as you know, 70s vibes, you want really, I wouldn't go for spidery necessarily, because I know that that's kind of how people describe lashes sometimes, but you want your bottom lashes to be super defined. And I don't love wearing falsies on the bottom, so what I'm gonna do is take my L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lashes, and I'm gonna use this as my bottom lash mascara today. This is gonna be my first coat. I'm gonna do a little mini coat on the top lashes as well. All right, so that was a really good start on the lashes. Do a little bit on the tops of these ones. And you really wanna, since I'm using this as a base on the top, I really just wanna go through like the ends of my top lashes to kind of add those little extension pieces, but not much else. All right, next I'm going to take my Benefit Roller Lash, and this is gonna be what I use. Oh my God, I can't get the label up. All right, there we go. And that's what I'm going to use to kind of complete the rest of my eyes. So I'm gonna go for a full coat of this on the top and really get that rolling action. That's what makes the really nice separated fluffy lashes. And then what I'm gonna do on the bottom is I'm gonna flip it. So you see how the handle is like, oh my God, I stuck my finger in a shadow. But anyway, you can see how it's kind of like curved. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the outward curved side and I'm gonna take it straight up and down like this. Go all along my bottom lashes. All right, now you could go a step further and kind of do the twiggy thing and take your like liner and do some little strokes like that. I'm not sure that that's something that I'm really interested in for today, but if you really want to go like all out twiggy, or if you're maybe using this for like Halloween, then you could do something like that. So from here, I'm gonna put the finishing touches on. So like just a little bit of highlight on the inner corner of my eyes, really open them up. And then signature twiggy 70s move, something I haven't done actually in a long time. I'm going to take a nude colored liner. This one is the Rimmel Scandalize Waterproof Kohl. And I'm just gonna take this onto my waterline. I forgot how much that really like opens up your eye. I haven't done this in so long. Now what I like to do with something like this, I feel like these tend to come off when you do stuff in there. So I like to take, let me find my little flat brush. A flat shader brush here, and what I'm gonna do is take a similar colored shadow. So I'm gonna use Tempera from my Modern Renaissance palette, because you guys know that's my favorite of all time. And I'm actually gonna pat this shadow down on my waterline right where we just put that kohl pencil. I feel like this kind of helps to set it, really makes it stick. And I'm not sweeping it across, I'm really tapping into it. So I'm taking the shadow, tapping it and pushing it into the waterline. All right, so I've moved you on back for the very last thing, and that would be lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Cookie from ColourPop.
Sorry guys, my camera actually died in the middle of me filming the last of that part, but here's the finished look.
Alright guys, so that is it for my 70s inspired Get Ready With Me. Sorry it was very rambly, like I know there was a lot of stuff going on, so you know, kind of all over the place, but I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was fun for you. It was super fun for me. I never get to play around with stuff like this. I don't know why I don't do more 70s inspired stuff, but I mean like even my outfit today I feel like is very 70s inspired, so I'm loving it. I think this looks really great. It was really fun to do, so I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know that you want more videos like this. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do like a different decade, or if you just like the kind of Get Ready With Me style. What kinds of things do you prefer? Let me know down below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can get all of the notifications for my new videos. You can also hit the little bell. I guess that's how you actually get the notifications. So if you subscribe, you'll see them like in your feed, but if you click the little bell, you'll actually get the notifications every time I post a new video, and I have a ton of really exciting ones coming up, like that girl boss one that I told you guys about earlier. And with that, this video is complete, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!